Now, with price elasticity of demand, what we're really trying to find out is if we change the price of our product, what's going to happen to the amount that people buy of our product? So we're trying to find out the responsiveness of people's buying habits based on changes in price. We learned in chapter 3 that if the price goes up, people are going to buy less. Elasticity is going to show us how much less will they buy if we change the price. Okay, so we're just going to use this formula. We have the price elasticity of demand is going to be the percentage change in quantity demanded divided by the percentage change in price. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we are going to calculate price elasticity of demand if we have some certain information. So we have here as an example, if there is a 5% increase in the price of tacos and quantity demanded falls by 4%, what is the price elasticity of demand? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take the price elasticity of demand. We're just going to write price elasticity because we don't want to have to write all that out every time. So the percentage change in quantity demanded is going to be that 4%. So we're going to put 4% in the top. Okay, and our percentage change in price, here is our 5% increase in price, so we're going to put 5% on the bottom. When we divide a percent by a percent, the percent goes away, so 4 divided by 5 turns out to be 0.8. So our elasticity for tacos, our price elasticity of demand, is 0.8. And if you've reviewed the book, you know that if elasticity of demand is less than 1, then that would be considered inelastic demand. Okay? Remember, when we do elasticity of demand also, we know with the law of demand that if the price goes up, quantity demanded is going to decrease. So technically this should be a negative number. We know that. It should always be a negative number, but we're just going to forget the negative. We're going to take the absolute value of that. So the price elasticity, 4% divided by 5%, our elasticity of demand is 0.8. It's not 0.8%, it's just 0.8 because when we divided the percent by a percent, we lose that percent. So this would be inelastic demand because the elasticity is less than 1. Okay? Now you're also going to be presented a problem where you have different information. So if we know the price elasticity of demand, okay, and there's a 10% increase in price, we want to figure out how much quantity demand will decrease. So we know this side of the equation, we know this number, so we're going to say 1.5, we know that one, that's our price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand is 1.5. Okay, it's going to be equal to, we know the bottom number, our denominator of the fraction, is 10%. That's our percentage change in price. So the thing that we don't know here is our percentage change in quantity demanded. Okay, so in order to solve for this percentage change in quantity demanded, what we're going to do is use cross multiplication. So we would just throw the 1 under there. So we're going to take this times this is going to be equal to this times this. Okay, so we're going to have 1.5 times 10%. Okay, 1.5 times 10% is going to be equal to 1 times the percentage change in quantity demanded. Okay, so if we do that math, 1.5 times 10% is going to be 15%, and 1 times anything, of course, is itself, so that's going to be the percentage change in quantity demanded. So if we raise our price 10% and we know our elasticity of demand is 1.5, then we can anticipate a 15% increase in the quantity demanded.